Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for joining me. I'm obviously out here on my bike today and I am having a good time. I just upgraded my bike a bit and man, it is so fun now. Alright, so I've just taken a couple days off from the gym and I've been out on my bike these last couple days and I have been absolutely loving it. And I noticed I was getting a little bit tired at the gym. I hadn't taken like a couple days off consecutively in a little while, so I figured it was time. But as you guys know, I always like to stay active and get out there, even on my rest days. And today I'm on my way to the store to actually pick up some ingredients for the breakfast wraps that we're gonna be making, but I thought I would rip out here in the trails a little bit first and have some fun. And like I mentioned, I just did a couple upgrades on my bike that have absolutely changed this beast from a delicate little road bike into an absolute trail eating monster. And I'm gonna show you guys what I did. So what I did was I got some really nice knobby tires for the front and the back. And this has absolutely changed this thing and it eats up trails like this now. So it's not anything too technical or crazy, but it is so fun to rip and go fast on these trails. So I'm not gonna lie, the last few weeks I've been a little bit down on motivation, a little bit kind of just blah, you know? I'm sure a lot of you guys feel that at this time of year as well. I get up in the morning, I look at Instagram and I see, you know, all these people that are like on beaches and in these tropical countries and living in California where it's always sunny. And then I look outside and it's just like pouring with rain and crappy and like cloud cover and everything outside. And I know you guys feel that as well because I often get comments from you all that say, hey Derek, how do you stay motivated throughout the winter? How do you keep getting outside? Like, where do you find the motivation? So first of all, motivation isn't found. Motivation is like built, is gained. You gotta work on that. It's like a muscle. And if you don't work on motivation, then you will lose that drive. Willpower, motivation, call it whatever you want, but it doesn't just come to you. You don't just find it. You have to work for it. And like with muscles, the more you work it, the easier it gets, the stronger it will be. So just remember that. But another thing that I like to do is just make little small investments in some of my equipment like I did with my bike here to make it much more well suited for the weather and for the environment that is to come in the next couple months. And like I recommended it in one of my last Ask Me Monday videos. I said, yeah, that's a good way to do it is to like go out and get some good equipment. Like I've got a nice jacket here that zips up really far. It covers my face for when I'm riding. I've got riding gloves that are nice bright neon with some reflectors on them as well. So when I'm signaling, people can see me. And they're nice and warm and fairly waterproof. And like that $100 I spent just upgrading my tires and that rear fender have been amazing. And it's made me get out so much more. So I don't know if that helps you guys out. Hopefully at least makes you feel a little bit better that like even, you know, I struggle with the weather, with getting outside, with motivation, all that sort of stuff. You're not alone on that, but hopefully that tip does help you. And I know not everybody has a ton of money to spend on their equipment. Like I definitely don't, or else I'd be buying like a new road bike that's not from like the early 90s. But I'm just working with what I got, and that simple $100 upgrade has made me so happy, so much more motivated to get out here and enjoy the winter. But I'm definitely getting hungry, so let's get to the store first because I gotta get a couple recipe ingredients, and then we'll head home and we'll make those amazing breakfast wraps. How's your shift going?
Pretty busy.
Yeah, I know, it seems like it, eh?
Yeah.
All right, so I got everything I needed. Let's head home and make some breakfast wraps. Man, it is like so late in the day. It's definitely way past breakfast, but I'm hungry and it's my first meal of the day, so we're gonna call it breakfast. All right, gave that a quick clean. You gotta keep your stuff in good condition, especially in these winter months where everything just wants to rust. So now, inside to make some food. All right, so, oh no.
Your hair?
Yeah, my hair is bad. All right, one second. All right, I'm just gonna get a few things prepared first so it's easier to show you guys. All right, Alright, so I've got everything prepared and all the ingredients out, and I'm ready to show you guys how we're gonna make this. So I actually did make this the other day. I've been recipe testing for my second recipe ebook that I'm gonna be coming out with soon, and this one has definitely made the cut. So you guys get a little preview of what's to come in that recipe ebook here. So this next one's gonna be more focused on like comfort foods, but they're still gonna be healthy, just like flavors that everybody's gonna like, not just vegans or people that are trying to be healthy. So if you guys have any recommendations or anything that you wanna see in the second recipe ebook, leave your comments down below and I will definitely try and accommodate. If you have any of like your old favorites that you wanna see like veganized, then definitely let me know as well, because I can do that. It's like my favorite thing to do. So my motivation behind this recipe was to kind of recreate the flavors that you get when you buy those like store-bought breakfast wraps that have like sausage and egg and that sort of stuff in them. But obviously we're gonna keep it vegan, so we're gonna use some of those flavors from those recipes, but definitely not those animal ingredients. So for this recipe, we're gonna be using tofu instead of egg, and I like to use medium or soft tofu for this recipe because I find that it mimics the texture of egg a little bit better, and medium or soft tofu takes up flavors a little bit more quickly than firm or extra firm tofu, so you don't have to marinate it or anything. It's just gonna soak those flavors right up. And then we've got some vegetables. We've got some chopped red onion, some red pepper, green pepper, and then some mushrooms. And then for spices, we have a half teaspoon of pretty much all of these, and it's sage, garlic powder, cumin, smoked paprika, and I've got some fresh rosemary from outside. And then I'm gonna be putting in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then we've got a few heaping tablespoons of nutritional yeast. So the first thing that I like to do is get the veggies sautéing. And then while that's sautéing, we're gonna use just about half of this block of tofu, and we're gonna just crumble it into this bowl here. And then you wanna just add all the spices. And then you just wanna mix it up really well. And then like I tell you guys, always taste your food as you go. See how it is? Yeah, this is bang on. All right.
Got a little
in the stash?
A little crumb in the stash.
And then once the veggies are pretty well cooked, you just wanna dump all this in there. Yeah, it looks so good. It smells like the real thing. So then you want to grab a couple tortillas, fill them up with a little lettuce, bit of avocado, and then I like to add a little salsa in mine as well. All right, and then you just get the goods in there. So you could obviously eat this just like this without putting them in a wrap if you didn't want to. It's perfectly fine as just a tofu scramble, but I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. Man, those look so good. All right, I'm gonna try and roll it up here so we can do a little taste test. Almost like I've rolled things before. All right, so let's try this out. Wow, so good. I better see if Crystal wants to try this, or else she's gonna be mad and let her try it. Crystal, do you want to try this? What?
Yes, I do actually.
You can have that one.
This is mine. Well, you made two for a reason, right?
I guess I did now.
How do you hold yours like that? Mine's falling apart.
You gotta have 2 fingers underneath to support it so it doesn't droop, and then a little claw on top to keep it all closed. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the bike ride and watching me make this wrap. Hope it gave you guys some ideas and maybe some motivation to get outside. I swear it's always worth it. That's another thing that makes it doable in the winter, is like I know whenever I come back from being outside, no matter how bad the weather is or how cold it is, I always come in and I say, man, that was so worth it. So love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely leave your comments and questions down below, and like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Oh yeah, and tag me if you guys make these, because I would love to see your rendition of it. Wow, we nailed this one.